Let's talk about this. Unbelievable. Just completely unbelievable. That's all I can say. I'm still not over it. All right, so I'll admit I turned the game off at halftime when we were trailing by like 16 because I was like, okay, this is a great Boston team. They're kicking our fucking ass. We're not gonna claw our way back from this. And we're playing them in their house too, and they're practically invincible at home. They swept us in the regular season, so I was angry, and I turned the game off. But I'm doing my homework, right? And then I decided to check the score. I'm like, the Knicks cut the lead to 9. It's the end of the third quarter. What the fuck? I mean, in my mind, I'm just like, it's a fake comeback. Celtics are always gonna win. Those fuckers know how to close games. Like that's the thing with the Celtics. Like in order to beat them, you gotta make sure you like get up on them because they usually almost always close games. Like when they're close, right? But then like I decided to watch it anyway. So I'm watching the fourth quarter and like we're hitting threes and we're cutting the fucking lead, and then before I know it, we're up by 6, which is crazy because we were down by like 20 fucking points in the third quarter. 5 minutes left in the third quarter, we are down by 20 points. And then we're going on this run, and like, holy shit, we might actually win this game. And then like Brunson makes like these two fucking threes, and then makes the lead 6. And like, what the fuck? We might actually win. But then we go cold, and then it's 100-100. But then we could win the game, And then fucking Brunson gets the inbounds and shit. Actually, I think he inbounds to Cat, and then Cat throws it back to him. And there's like this fucking pathway, and like it looks perfect. All he has to do is get the easy fucking layup, and then the fucking rim just he didn't have the angle, and then rolls out. Derek White gets the rebound. I think it's over, but Celtics, our defense fucking clutched up. Celtics don't get the shot off. Game goes to OT. I'm still nervous because I'm sitting here like, there's no fucking way that we're gonna win this shit in OT. Our starters are fucking gassed, and this Celtics bench runs fucking deep. But then we win in overtime, and let me tell you something, man. Like we took control pretty quickly in overtime. Like it was pretty like I don't think Boston had the lead once in overtime, and like it was pretty defensive, and like we forced Boston to play catch up, and then like unfortunately it was like 108 to 105, and Boston had the ball. They just needed to land a three, and this is the Boston fucking Celtics, bro. Like best leads the league in 3 pointers made, but ironically, 45 mysteries this game breaks an NBA record. But we'll talk about that later, actually. But then Boston doesn't. Well, they don't even get the chance to make three because Bridges fucking has a steal of his fucking life, and then we win the game. We did not beat Boston this entire regular season. Not at TD Garden, not at Madison Square Garden. And then we walk into TD Garden, their fucking house, and we steal a game after coming back from a 20-point deficit. Unfucking believable. And now we're leading the series 1-0. Now, let me tell you something. Lots of the Celtics fans are coping, saying we played really shitty, we missed 45 threes, and we still only lost by 3. Knicks fucking suck. We're gonna fucking win. Celtics in 5. Now, here's what I have to say about that. You got a point. I still don't think that the Knicks are gonna win the series. I want them to really badly, obviously, and I have more faith that they can. Like my original prediction was Celtics in 5, but now I think it's gonna be Celtics in 6. Like realistically speaking, obviously as a fan, Knicks in 7, 100%. But here's the thing: the Celtics are one of the best teams in the NBA, 100%. That was not the definition of an off night. Like if you want to look at something on an off night, go to Game 4 of the NBA Finals last year, Mavs versus Celtics. Final score was like Mavs 122, Celtics 84. That is a fucking off night. To be honest, you can make the argument that they threw that game just so they can win in Boston, but like I personally don't believe coaches do that. Like whether you're up by 3-0, it doesn't matter. Like every game matters, so I don't think coaches just fucking throw games. If you can sweep a team, you sweep a team. But the Celtics were up by 20. Knicks were playing bad basketball, and like the Celtics were also playing pretty shitty basketball, but you guys were up by 20. You don't even need to play like great basketball once you're up by 20, especially if you're a team like the Boston Celtics, to like preserve the fucking victory. And I refuse to believe that the Celtics just had to start sucking when they were up by 20. Like 45 mysteries, right? Let's talk about that. I refuse to believe that the Celtics just decided to have shitty fucking shot selection. And I'll admit, maybe some of those threes were really bad shot selections, but you can't help but think that Dibs made the necessary halftime adjustments and our defense just balled out, which they fucking did. Like, I was watching that shit in overtime. Like, we were even taking away, like, not just a three ball, but like some of those easy paint shots. Like, you could see Tatum was just like fucking rattled. And like, he was trying to like fucking dance around and shit, trying to get an easy shot, but like, starters made it fucking difficult. And like, they were playing excellent defense. And you need to play excellent defense on a team like the Boston Celtics. And like, I've seen that team go up 20 so many fucking times, and they usually almost always come away with it because they're the Boston Celtics. They are an excellent team, no doubt about it, you know? But like, the one time I can think that they choked a 20-point lead was against the Cavs. The Cavs are another great team. They're the one seed for a reason. When they were up 25-3 on the Cavs and they choked that lead, but, not only are the Cavs the one seed, a great team, but that lead, that 25-3 lead, was also in the first quarter. This 75-55 lead I'm talking about, that was like more than halfway into the third quarter. So he gave the Knicks, a team that's not as good as the Cavs, much less time to come back. And they did. At your house in the playoffs. So yeah, unbelievable is all I can say. Brunson hit the shots when it mattered, and like these fucking starters balled out. Like, you have to play that defense more. Like, you gotta play that defense more. Like, I am genuinely surprised that this team still won because I don't even remember when our last game was, to be honest. I think it was like Saturday, maybe Friday. I'm not sure. I forgot when Game 6 against the Pistons was. Game 6 against the Pistons was. I think it was Thursday, actually, yeah. Because I was watching it here in college and I left on Friday, so it was probably Thursday. So, like, Game 6 was on Thursday. We clinched the series then, so. But the Celtics beat the Magic in 5, so the Celtics even had more rest, and they were playing at home. So there's no reason for them to, like, fucking give me the excuses. And, like, in the end, like, these games matter. We're up 1-0, and in the end, it could be one game that makes a difference. So, like, we beat them at home. I'm not saying take this shit for granted. Don't do that. Do not take this shit for granted. We are still the underdogs, mind you. And game 2 is on Wednesday, I believe. And, like, still the underdogs. Don't be complacent, but come out swinging. We'll have the same amount of rest. And, like, if you can play how you did in, like, that second half again, you can win. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, because it's not. But Dibs made, like, I was talking about this earlier, like, this was perfect because we won. Like, it's clear that Dibs made the halftime adjustments and we were coming out swinging. But if that comeback fell short, we would be down 0-1 and we would have to play catch up. We were up 1-0. We made the halftime adjustments. Like, one of the problems in the beginning was that, like, starters were getting fouled. Like, I know Carl Anthony Towns, Cat, he got like 3 fouls pretty early. And because of that, you know, like 3 fouls in the fourth quarter for a player as important as Cat, like, Dibs had to be more conservative with his rotations. And, like, he had to put Mitchell Robinson on the floor, and that dude cannot shoot a free throw to save his fucking life. God, the amount of free throws he fucking missed. That's another problem. We just kept breaking free throws. And, like, we gotta work on that, obviously. And, like, we gotta do that. We gotta work on free throws. Because trust me, like, people say, oh, if the Celtics made, like, 1 more 3, they would have won in regulation. Well, if we made a couple of those free throws, we would have also won in regulation. So it kind of balances out. Not as much because, you know, Celtics missed 45 threes, which is fucking ridiculous. But, like, yeah, you know, like, if Cat acts more disciplined in, like, the first quarter of game 2 and Dibs, like, isn't forced to pull him out for someone like Mitchell Robinson, then maybe we won't be going down 20. So, like, this was a statement win. This was a very important win. This was a much needed win. The fact that we beat them under home turf is crazy. If we win game 2 and go up 2-0, like, I'm actually going to start thinking there's a chance we can win this series. But like, never underestimate the Boston Celtics. That team is fucking brilliant. They're a great team, deep bench, great coach. Don't underestimate them. As much as I hate their fans, like, I gotta admit that. So, yeah, there's a reason they're the defending champions. All right, that's about all. Hopefully, Knicks win game two. I'm not expecting them to, but if they do, that would be amazing. Because like, if you get 2 games at TD Garden and like prove to the Celtics that they don't got that home court advantage, like, think about it. You only need to win like 1 game at MSG, and then you're up 3-1. And once you're up 3-1, like, not that many teams that come back from 3-1 deficits. So, but still, 1 game at a time. Let's focus on game two. All right, that's about all. Peace out.